Konami 6 đến câu ta. Welcome to Grim National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open up account. Excellent. I will for you fill out the paperwork with one of our account representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the reception area and some will be shortly. You just need a governance passport or another official form of photo identification. Welcome to Great National Bank. How can I help you today? Welcome, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open an account. Excellent, I will for you to fill out the paperwork with our correspondence. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the session area and some will be with you. Suddenly, you just need a driver's license passport and for more official for more photo identification. Welcome to Great National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I would like to open up an account. It is silent. I ran for you fill out the paperwork with one of our call representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the receiving area as one will be with you shortly. You will submit a driver's license passport or another force official form of photo identification. Welcome to Great National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here receives a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open an account. Excellent. I ran for you to fill out the paperwork with one of our account representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the receiving area and someone will be with you shortly. You will just need a driver's license passport or another official for photo identification. Welcome to Great National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open up an account. It's an arrangement for you to fill out the paperwork with one of our call representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the reception area and someone will be with you shortly. You just need a driver's license, passport, or another official form of photo identification. Welcome to Grand National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I would like to open up an account. Excellent, I will for you to fill out the paperwork with one of our call representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the receiving area and someone will be with you shortly. You just need a driver's license, passport, or another official form of photo identification. Welcome to Canadian National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I see your investment in the window that everyone who opens the bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open up an account. Excellent. When I read for you to fill out the paperwork with one of our account representative. Meanwhile, you can really take a seat in the sitting area and someone will be with you shortly. You just need a personal passport or another official form of photo identification. Welcome to Great National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your position in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open up an account. Excellent, I ran for you to fill out the paperwork with one of our corporate representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat in the service area and someone will be with you shortly. We just need a driver's license, passport, or another official form of photo identification. Welcome to Great National Bank. How can I help you today? Well, I saw your investment in the window that anyone who opens your bank account here will receive a bonus for signing up. So I'd like to open up an account. Excellent. I arrange for you to fill out the paperwork with one of our account representative. Meanwhile, you can take a seat at the reception area and someone will be with you shortly. You just need a license, passport, or another official form of photo identification. Còn 59 điểm số 6. Mr. First, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was setting now, but then no one in the conference. The committee meeting being postponed until the 3 o'clock because the White House has been cleaned since last night dinner. White House are meeting in the conference room on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the warehouse. The usual conference room won't fit all of the committee members. Mr. Fried, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was starting now, but there's no one in the conference room. The committee meeting is being postponed until 2 o'clock because the White House has been cleaned since last night dinner. White House are we meeting in the conference room on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we need it in the White House. The usual conference room won't fit all of the committee members. The fifth, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was starting now, but then no one in the conference room. The meeting being postponed until 3 o'clock because the weather has been cleaned since last night dinner. When however we meet in the conference on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the warehouse. The usual conference room will fit all of the committee members. Mr. Fisher, do you know what time the fundraising committee meeting? I thought it was starting now, but there's no one in the conference room. The committee meeting being postponed until 3 o'clock because the warehouse has been cleaned since last night dinner. Warehouse are we meeting in the conference room on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the warehouse. The usual conference will fit all of the committee members. Mr. Flip, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was done now, but there's no one in the conference room. The committee meeting at Boba until because the wedding hall had been cleaned the scene with that night dinner. Wedding hall, I will be meeting in the conference in the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the wedding hall. The issue conference room will fit all of the committee members. Definitely, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was starting now, but there's no one in the conference room. The committee meeting being postponed until 3 o'clock because the warehouse has been cleaned since last night dinner. Warehouse, and we're meeting in the conference on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the warehouse. The usual conference room won't fit all of the committee members. Mr. First, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was starting now, but there's no one in the conference rooms. The committee meeting being postponed to 3 o'clock because the wedding hall hadn't been cleaned since last dinner. Wedding hall, and we meeting in the conference room, the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the wedding hall. The usual conference room won't fit all of the committee members. Mr. Fleet, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I don't know it was starting now, but there's no one in the conference room. The committee meeting had been postponed until 3 o'clock because the wedding hall had been cleaned since last night dinner. Wedding hall, and we're meeting in the conference room on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we need meeting in the wedding hall. The usual room won't fit all of the committee members. Mr. Plus, do you know what time the fundraising committee is meeting? I thought it was starting now, but there's no one in the conference room. The committee meeting being postponed until 3 o'clock because the warehouse had been cleaned since last night dinner. Warehouse, and then we're meeting in the conference room on the second floor as usual. Now we need a bigger room, so we're meeting in the warehouse. The usual conference won't fit all of the committee members. Câu số 2 đến câu 64. Hello, Mr. Clinton. It's Sarah. Well, I'm going to let you know that Mr. Wang from the initially had to go to Tokyo for last minute business meeting. So the client dinner visit with him for tomorrow has been booked until late Thursday. I see. Well, thank for letting me know, Sarah. Actually, in that case, could you arrange a different return flight for me? There's another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference tomorrow. Absolutely, I can check with the airline now. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Quellington. It's Anna White. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from Rural Electronics has been able to Tokyo for last minute business meeting. So the client dinner was rescheduled with him for tomorrow has been booked until next Thursday. Well, I see. Well, thank you for letting me know. Sarah, actually, in the case, could you arrange a different return for me? That's another seminar I'd like to attend the conference tomorrow. Actually, I could check the line now. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Gordon, it's Sarah West. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from Rural Electronics had to go to Tokyo for last minute business meeting, so client dinner with him for tomorrow has been booked on until next Friday. Thursday. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know, Sarah. Actually, in that case, could you arrange a different return flight for me? There's another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference room tomorrow. Actually, I can check with the airline now. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Wellington. It's Sarah White. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from Rural Electronics had to go for last minute business meeting. So, client dinner we scheduled with him for tomorrow have been postponed until next Thursday. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know. Sarah, actually, in that case, could you arrange a different return flight for me? There's another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference room tomorrow. Absolutely, I can check with the airline now. Hopefully, I'm able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Wellington. It's Sarah White. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from River Election had to go for last minute business. So glad dinner will visit the room tomorrow have been booked until next Thursday. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know. Sarah, actually, in that case, could you arrange different return for me? Is there another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference tomorrow? Actually, I can check with the airline now. I hopeful I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Wellington. It's Sarah White. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from Prevalo Electronics had to go to Tokyo for last minute business meeting. So client dinner with him for tomorrow have been postponed until next Thursday. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know, Sarah. Actually, in that case, could you arrange a different return flight for me? There another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference tomorrow. Absolutely, I can check the airline now. I hope I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Wellington. It's Sarah White. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from Rural initially had to go to Tokyo for last minute business meeting. So client rescheduled with him for tomorrow have been born until late Thursday. I see. Well, time for letting me know. So actually, in that case, could you arrange a different return flight for me? Then another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference tomorrow. Absolutely, I can check with the airline now. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Wellington. It's White. I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from the initiative had to go for last minute business meeting. So the client dinner will reschedule with him for tomorrow have been postponed until late Thursday. See, well, thank for letting me know, Sarah. Actually, in that case, could you arrange a different return flight for me? There another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference tomorrow. Absolutely, I can check with the airline now. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Hello, Mr. Wellington. It's why I'm calling to let you know that Mr. Wang from Juno initially had to go to Tokyo for a last minute business meeting. So the client dinner we scheduled with him for tomorrow have been postponed until next Thursday. I see. Well, time for letting me know, Sarah. Actually, in that case, would you already different written file for me? Then another seminar I'd like to attend at the conference tomorrow. Absolutely, I can check the night now. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a call this afternoon with the information on your new flight. Have you, the security people, finished installing the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the implement in chase. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say they have other system in by the end of the week. Why? Has there been any complaint about the noise it's making? Now it's just the side inch is pretty small and it got crowded there at the big house. I was had the three people finished installing the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the library main exchange. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say they had the system by the end of the week. Why? Have there been any complaint about the noise they're making? No, it's just the side inches is pretty small and it's crowded there at big hours. Had the secretary before we need so installing the new system yet. I was hoping we could reopen the library main interest. I hear one about the technicians from the security company say they have the system by the end of the week. Why? Have there been any complaint about the noise they're making? No, it's just the size of inches is pretty small and it was crowded there at the big hours. Have the security people finished installing the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the library main engines. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say they have other system by the end of the week. Why? Have there been any comments about the noise system meeting? Now it's just that the side engine is pretty small and it less crowded there at big hours. Have the secretary people finished installing the new system? Yes. I was hoping we could reopen the library main engines. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say I have to system by the end of the week. Why? Have there been any comments about the noise making? Now it's just a side inches is very small and it less crowded at big house. Had the secretary people finished installing the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the library main engines. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say they have the system by the end of the week. Why? Have there been any complaint about the noise they're making? No, it's just that side inches is very small and it gets crowded there at the big house. Have the secretary people finished installing the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the library main engines. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say have to the system by the end of the week. Why? Have they been got any complaints about the noise they're making? Now it's just the side inches is pretty small and it gets crowded there at big house. Had the secretary people finished installing by the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the library main inches. I hear one of the technicians from the security company say have the same term by the end of the week. Why have there been any comments about my city meeting? Now it's just that the site injury is pretty small and it's well crowded there at the big house. Have the security people finished installing the new system yet? I was hoping we could reopen the library main interest. I hear one of the nations from the security company say they have the system by the end of the week. Why? Have there been any comments about the noise they're making? No, it's just that interest is pretty small and it gets crowded there at the big house. Hours. Go so down. Excuse me, Rest. I wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about the initial time sheets. That's not surprising. Almost every new employee has trouble running our computer time reporting system. It's just a complete. Well, it seems sometimes with the online theory yesterday, and I think I understand the render ideas. I just can't find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it out. Oh, it's small and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You have to find the first time you use it. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'll be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to do. Excuse me, Brett. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about the electronic time switch. That's not surprising. Almost every new employee has trouble learning our computer time reporting system in order to complete it. Well, I spent some time with the online tutorial yesterday, and I think I understand the general ideas. I just can't find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it out. Out is small, and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you have to fill the first time you use it. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'd be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to. Excuse me, Brett. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about our national time sheet. That's not surprising. Almost every new employee has trouble learning our computer time reporting system. It is rather complicated. Well, I spent some time with the online tutorial yesterday, and I think I understand the rental ideas. I just can find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it out. All is small, and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you have to find the first time usage. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'll be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to. Because in fact, I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about the electronic time sheet. That's not surprising. Almost every new immunization learning our computer time sheet reporting system is structured complete. I spent some time with the online tool yesterday, and I think I can understand the control ideas. I just can't find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it out. Oh, it's small, and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you have to find the first time you use it. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'd be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to do. Excuse me, Brett. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about the Danish time sheet. That's not surprising. Among everyone new employee has trouble learning our community time reporting system. It's just complicated. Well, I spent some time with the online tool yesterday, and I think I understand the rental ideas. I just can't find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it out. All is small, and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, it's hard to find the first time I use it. Let me know if you need another help with it. I'll be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to. Excuse me, Beth. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about initial time sheet. That's not surprising. Among every new HTML learning outcome the time reporting system is rather complicated. But I spent some time with the online tools today, and I think I can understand the rental ideas. I just can find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it up. Oh, it's small, and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you have to find the first time you use it. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'd be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to. Excuse me, Brett. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about our electronic time system. That's not surprising. Among every new employee has trouble learning our computer time reporting system. It is that complicated. Well, I spent some time with the online tool yesterday, and I think I can understand the rental ideas. I just can find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it up. Oh, it's small, and at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you have to find out the first time you use it. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'd be happy to stop your desk if you need me to. Excuse me, Brett. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about our initial time sheet. That's not surprising. Almost every new employee has trouble learning our computer time reporting system. It is that complicated. Well, I spent some time with the Anaturo yesterday, and I think I can understand the rental ideas. I just can't find the button to submit my time sheet when I finish filling it out. Oh, it's small, and in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you have to fill the first time you use it. Let me know if you need another help with it. I'd be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to. Excuse me, Greg. I don't know. I'm wondering if you could help me with something. I have a question about ownership timesheet. That's not surprising. Almost every new employee has trouble learning our computer timesheet watching system. Is it such a complicated? Well, I spend some time with the online tutorial each day, and I think I can understand the control ideas. I just can find the bottom to submit my timesheet when I finish filling it out. Oh, it's small and the bottom right hand corner of the screen. It had to find the first time you use it. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I'll be happy to stop by your desk if you need me to.